Customer experience trends for 2024. Hi there, customer experience community. This is Dominic. Welcome to another video. Now, before we begin, please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I don't see that only 9% of you are subscribed that are watching these videos, so please subscribe. I'd be very grateful. It's going to help the channel and the algorithm and everybody else that is involved in this. So thank you so much. Now on with the video. Today we're going to look at the customer experience best practice trends for 2024. Now, this is going to be a gamble, if you will, a long shot, a stare into the future to see how customer experience is going to change in 2024 and what is going to change, if anything. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, my name is Dominic. I'm a customer experience enthusiast. I have been working in the domain without even knowing it for the past 16 years. And I've been a Zendesk consultant for the past decade, and I love what I do. Whenever I learn something new, I come here and I bring you value with these videos. We are also a Zendesk Premier partner, and we've done over 330 projects, and there's a bunch of companies we work with on the screen. And we're going to look at what we've learned and what to look forward to. I'm going to divide this video into two parts. Number one is going to be, we're going to look at the customer experience trends for 2023, video from last year to see how we did, if anything made sense. And then the second part is going to be the 4 customer experience trends for 2024, in my humble opinion. All right, so I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at the video for last year, which is more or less during this time, maybe sometime in November of last year. Hi there, customer experience community. This is Dominic. Welcome to another video. Today, we're going to talk about customer experience trends for 2023. This is the video we're going to make to see if it ages like fine wine or like fine cheese or like milk. Yeah, we'll see if it spoils or not. All right, so number one, me from 2023, kind of cringe, but that was pretty funny. So yeah, going to spoil like milk. Okay, that was okay. That's a pass. Let's go directly to customer experience trend number one. Trend number one is companies will go from reactive to proactive CX, meaning that customers are going to finally wake up a little bit and not just react to customers' requests, but more they're going to make the product better by being proactive about it. And the best kind of experience that you can provide is the one that is frictionless and it stresses the customer out the least. So that's the ideal scenario. Now, obviously not everything is set in stone and not everything is perfect, but if you are proactive about the service that you provide or the product that you sell, meaning that if you test it yourself and you put yourself in the shoes of the customer, yeah, you'll be more empathetic to their journey and how hard it is for them or how easy it is for them. And I am seeing this happening because we are a Zendesk reseller. Us being a Zendesk Premier partner, we work with companies all the time, and we see that the ones that are interested in offering meaningful customer experiences, they actually grow. So we usually offer services that are long-term. So we're with our customers for a longer period of time, and we see the ones that are doing better. And the ones that are interested and passionate about this are growing. They come back and say, hey, can you give me some more licenses? Can you give me 5 licenses? Can you give me 10 more licenses? Because we're growing, we're expanding, and we need more licensing. So that can tell you something. There's still a long way to go, but I do see it going. Customer experience trends for 2023 is automation isn't the future, it's the new normal. It's not just it's my trend, it's kind of a truism already. I don't even need to say how much this is true. Right after I made this video, the AI craze started happening. Just when I made it, like I think 2 weeks later, the ChatGPT went online and it blew everybody's mind. And all of these mushroom companies came out. They were doing the same thing. And yeah, automation is like, duh, it's here and it's not going anywhere. And it's only going to get better. And it's only going to get more efficient. Customer experience trend number 3 for 2023. CS jobs will go away, CX jobs will rise. Yes, I also do see this happening. I do see more and more emphasis to customer experience. Think about it. Customer experience only showed up as a standalone domain in 2011. Do you even realize that it's like only 12 years old? It just came out, it's fresh, it's new still. In old people terms, I'll be 50 in 12 years. So, I'm an old man. So still 12 years is a long time, but not so long. It's pretty short actually for a domain which is so big now and it's only increasing. So yeah, I see more emphasis on customer experience jobs more than I see on customer service jobs. Customer experience trend number 4 for 2023. Customer expectations will keep increasing post-pandemic. All right, this one I'll just classify as maybe. Why I'm doing this is because it's one of the trends that I'm going to talk about it for 2024. So it's the same essentially. So I'm going to talk about it more later on. So I'll just leave it at that. Not a very flattering photo, by the way. Customer experience trend number 5. Customers will expect you to be there for them wherever they are. Customers want you to be on their social media. They want you to be available by phone, by chat, maybe even a bot, or I don't know, on Instagram, on WhatsApp, on Line, on text, wherever. Why would you only be available to them wherever it's comfortable for you? I do understand there's a caveat here. I do understand the idea to do things well and to just focus on a few and do those well rather than just focus on everything. For that purpose, you can use Zendesk Omnichannel, which is amazing because you can have everything under one roof and you don't have to have people in social media. You don't have to have people in a call center, or people in handling chats in a different system, or I don't know, people handling phone somewhere else, or handling WhatsApp somewhere else. So you can keep everything under one roof and you can apply a bunch of business rules and automation to them within Zendesk, and you can see everything in reports, which is grand. This one I'm going to mark as maybe again. The reason for this is because I'm a fan of doing few things and doing them well rather than doing a lot of things in a mediocre way. However, again, if you have an omni-channel system where your agents can be all together and they can handle requests irrespective of the channel, then why not? Just apply an omni-channel solution like Zendesk, for example, or like Intercom, or like Customer, or like Salesforce, or whatever you feel more comfortable with. Customer experience trend number 6 for 2023. Personalization is key to moving forward. Yes, and customers want you to make everything more personal for them. They're like, dude, you're asking me for my email, you're asking me for my name, my birthday, you're asking me for my address, you're asking me for all of this stuff, and you can't even say my name whenever I'm calling or writing to you for asking for support. What is this? I don't see this backing down, or as if it's not true. It's something which is only going to increase. Customers are even more iffy, even more prone to go to a competitor because it's becoming so much harder. You're experiencing some sort of a blob or a rooftop of services that are being provided and technology that is being put out there. I know that AI just came in, and that's only going to get better, but I don't know exactly what's going to come after that, right? So I think there's going to be a roof of where we can go with technology. So there's not going to be so much more capital available because the boomers, they're going into retirement. There's not so much cheap capital to invest in research and development, which is money which is going away. So I'm thinking for a while, we're just going to stabilize for a while, technology-wise. We're just going to improve what we already have, and then we're going to see the next thing. But for now, I think there's going to be a lot less booming like it used to be for now. Then why do I mention this is because personalization, key to moving forward. So in this environment, you're going to see services having to get better and better. Otherwise, they're just going to disappear. If you don't get better and better with your service or your products, of course, you're just going to go away. But inventing the new thing that everybody wants, that's not going to happen too much nowadays. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a word from our sponsor, and you're never going to guess. It's us. Duh. If you want to use a Zendesk consultant's 10,000 hours to make sure you're getting the most out of your Zendesk, if you want to have simplified processes, if you want to make sure your team is productive, you want to make sure that your customers are getting the best customer experience, show management that you made the right choice with Zendesk, automate as much as possible to free up time for you, then hop on over to roka.work/offers, and we'll ask you for your team size, we'll ask you for what kind of service you need, and then you leave your name and email, and we'll give you a ballpark. Now, based on this estimate, we'll be able to see how our services best fit your needs, and if we are a good fit, let's start optimizing your Zendesk. We do this in 3 phases. First is we optimize Zendesk to make sure you're getting the most out of it. Second is we apply best practices in your niche. And third, we focus selling more of your service or product. Now, again, go to roka.work work/offers, get a ballpark, and let's get the conversation there and let's start optimizing. I'll see you later. Bye. Now the second part of the video is customer experience trends for 2024. We're just going to do this with 4 customer experience trends that are some of my inspiration, and one of them I got from somebody, and I'll tell you exactly what it is. So customer experience trend number 1 for 2024 as a trend is going to be level 1 support will be taken out 90% by AI. We're seeing this happening already. Bots are getting better and better. I know there's concern for the safety of it and the fact that, you know, there's security concern, number 1, because if you give, for example, to ChatGPT your database of frequently asked questions, ChatGPT is going to take it and is going to gobble it up, and then it's going to be smarter with your database that you maybe spent, I don't know, 20 years to build, and then you're giving it for free to them. So that is being overcome, right? It took a while. Zendesk is making progress in this direction. So they claim that if you integrate ChatGPT with your knowledge base, it will use this knowledge base to connect it to a question that your customer comes with, and it's going to come back and it's going to give back an answer to the customer based on your knowledge base in a conversational way, which is great. Now, the reason why I mentioned security is because Zendesk has made progress in this direction where this information is being destroyed. So OpenAI allegedly is not keeping that data and is destroying it. Great. If it's true, that's great. Number 2 here within this initial trend, so first is security. Now, number 2 is going to be the reliability of an AI, which is still being worked on, right? How many times has it happened that you've seen AI give out some idiotic blurs about, you know, about history? You ask it something, for example, is Etruscan a Latin language? And it says yes, and it comes with arguments about why it's an Etruscan is a Latin language. It's not. It's totally false. It doesn't have the same root as Latin. So it's just an example that how it just modifies the past. It doesn't want to look stupid. Yeah, I know this. And then it just comes with something very stupid. Another thing that it's doing is like a lawyer that he looked up, you know, something to help with this case. So the AI, ChatGPT, came with some examples of how in the past some other people were convicted about the same thing. So the lawyer took that as a, yeah, well, cool, this is great. And they presented it and it was totally false. Those things never happened. ChatGPT again, or OpenAI, just, you know, falsified that information. They don't even know how to fix this, or they are working on it, but you know, it still stands, it's still weird. The AI can still fuck up. So that's why it's not 100% there, but it's getting there. So first level jobs, supports, which is how do I change my password? Can you recommend a tripod? Can you recommend a lens for my camera? I don't know, how does your service work? These are going to go away because they're repetitive. Nobody wants to do them anyway. Customer experience trend number 2 for 2024. Customers will want more involvement from the companies they deal with. I went to a customer experience seminar, or actually an event, a full-blown event the other week, and I found out that customer experience only appeared as a domain in 2011, which is mind-boggling because, you know, it's so central to recurring revenue for a company. If your customer experience is good, then your customers come back and they come and buy more from you or recommend you to their friends, and it's amazing, right? It only came into being a few years, like 12 years ago? My God, Jesus. For me, it sounds like it's not a lot of time. For somebody else, maybe it seems like a long period of time, but it's not. 12 years is not a long time at all. So customers will only want you to be there for them more because they will be switching to the competition easily, because there's so many people doing the same thing that you're doing and doing it better with a better customer experience. If you're offering more personalization, if you're making the customer seen, if you're making them feel important and like they matter, they're going to stick with the person that is offering them this feeling instead of somebody who's making them feel like shit, but they have a better product. No, that's not going to fly anymore, to be honest. Trend number 3 for 2024, CX will become more siloed. What does this mean? We have to factor in here the global situation. You know, the war in Ukraine or the war in Israel with Gaza, a lot of cybersecurity risks coming from the East versus West, China versus US, Russia versus US, and the rest of Europe. I see areas of markets that are going to get isolated. A lot of European companies, at least that I see, are always asking for customer experience consultants from the EU. They don't want anybody from Asia or from Africa or from anywhere else, or from the US for that matter. So that's weird. It didn't used to be exactly as this tight as it is now, but I do see this happening. So we have consultants all over the world. So we have somebody from Egypt that lives in Malaysia. We have somebody from South Africa that lives in South Africa. So these guys are going to be, left out, and they're not necessarily seen as part of EU, so we can't trust them. Now, obviously you're going to say, but it's always been like this. Asia with Asia, Africa with Africa, Europeans with Europeans, US with US, North America, and so on and so forth. And South America with South America. Yes, but globalization used to happen and there was a little bit more free movement and people were becoming more relaxed. And now it's actually reversing and we're seeing people retract to their spheres of influence, and that's that. Not cool. I don't like that. I hope this one doesn't come true, but it certainly seems like this. Customer experience trend number 4 for 2024 is going to be employee journey is going to improve a lot. Now, this is not mine per se. I got inspired by going to this customer experience event the other week, and this person, Ian Golding, he's from the UK, he made a good point and he said that the employee journey will improve a lot. There hasn't been so much focus on the employee, and the employees are not feeling valued and they go away, and it's not a sustainable way to grow a business, because if everybody goes away, then you don't necessarily have the building blocks to have a sustainable business that can grow. So that's going to be another thing that's going to happen. Well, let's see how these turn out. I am very grateful for you watching this video, and please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. I hope this brought you value, and yeah, bye-bye.